Blood of the Dead was considered by many to be a burning pile of garbage. Some even consider it to be one of the worst zombie maps ever made. While I didn't think it deserved the latter title, I certainly didn't think it offered much to the community. When the news about a Mob of the Dead reimagined hit the community, the majority of people almost pooped their pants. I mean, for good reason too. The original Mob of the Dead is a fan favorite and largely considered one of the greatest zombies maps of all time. However, when the map released on October 12, 2019, we didn't see a mob of zombies. We saw a mob of dissatisfied gamers. After the astronomical failure per the zombies community of this map, the last thing one would expect is to see Treyarch take another shot. This just in, Treyarch has confirmed development on a remake of Mob of the Dead for a second time. You heard it correctly, there have been leaks claiming that Mob of the Dead is in fact making a return to Zombies Cold War. Tom Henderson is a reputable leaker in the Call of Duty community. He got a lot of things correct about Modern Warfare and so on. When somebody asked him in a tweet about any news regarding Zombies Chronicles 2, he tweeted back a gif of Mob of the Dead. He tweeted again in response, "Just to be clear, I'm not a big zombies guy, I don't know the story arcs, etc. but I was told Alcatraz will return." Excuse me? This is surprising news to say the least. I mean, I don't know why they would possibly do this when they literally just made Mob of the Dead last year, not to mention what a failure it was. Now, we don't really know in what format Mob could be returning in. All he says in the tweet is that Alcatraz is returning. People have speculated that they could be bringing the Blackout mode Alcatraz to the new Cold War game, and I guess that would make sense on some levels, as it was a success in BO4, but to me, it sounds like this is going to be a full zombies experience. So if it is in fact a full-on zombies map, like it probably will it be a faithful remaster, or will Treyarch try their hand at another reimagining like Blood? Personally, I think it would be cool to see a faithful remaster of the original map. I think I speak for most of the zombies community when I say that. Just look at the Giant and what a success that was with the Black Ops 3 engine and graphics. They turned that map into a complete masterpiece, and I think they could do the same with Mob. They could even change up the characters if they wanted to, maybe using a couple characters from the campaign like Reznov and Woods. It could be them now trying to atone for the sins they committed in Black Ops 1. But anyway, what do you guys think? Would you like to see a faithful remaster or another reimagining? Also, do you think the characters remain the same, or do we see a new different crew? Long ago, in a time where there were no such thing as viruses, that's 2019, there were rumors going around that we were going to see another Zombies Chronicles 2. A prominent COD leaker group, the Woo Lads, stated in multiple tweets that certain maps including Nuketown, Call of the Dead, Transit, Die Rise, Buried, 5, and Mob of the Dead were in development. This was during Black Ops 4, so of course we all assumed that this was coming in the BO4 game, and maybe it was supposed to, but these maps never came. Of course we had maps like Blood of the Dead, Classified, Alpha Omega, and Tag Der Toten, but none of these were faithful remasters. All of these aforementioned maps were quite different than the original versions, Classified probably being the closest. Now, there were pretty credible leaks confirming that these remasters were coming, but they never came, so why didn't they come? Seeing as how 4 of those maps were in Black Ops 4, albeit much different than their original counterparts, maybe these maps were never meant for BO4. Maybe they were always meant for the next Treyarch game. I mean, why would they bother releasing Nuketown, Call of the Dead, 5, and Mob of the Dead when they already had different versions of those maps in the game? I mean, wouldn't people get instantly tired of playing those maps? It stands to reason now that they were meant for Black Ops Cold War all along. Maybe they were just trying to get a head start on development, since I'm sure it's no quick task to remaster 7+ maps. In the tweet, they also mentioned that 5 and Mob of the Dead were probably going to be faithful remasters, while Transit is planned to be a bit more unique. They also claim that Call of the Dead is in fact planned to be a faithful remaster. Maybe Treyarch changed their minds and elected to make Call of the Dead into what we know now as Tag Der Toten, but I doubt it. I doubt they would make that decision so late in the year, as it would probably make development a lot more difficult. With that being said, it is likely that we will see those faithful remasters in this year's COD alongside the original content. And let's be honest with ourselves, companies exist to make money. They want to sell what the consumer will buy, and they already know that just about every Zombies fan would buy a Zombies Chronicles 2. Just look at the original Zombies Chronicles and how much of a success it was. Especially with how little success Black Ops 4 brought, Treyarch knows this year that they need a tried and true product. So what do you guys think? What new maps do you guys think we'll see in the coming up COD? Do you think we'll see some of the old maps like buried or die-rise? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. The last thing I'll talk about has to do with the comment about Transit planned to be a little bit more unique. Obviously, rumors of Transit being remade have been around for years, but I think the teaser for Cold War Zombies all but confirms it. I mentioned this in my last video, but I think it deserves to be talked about again. Many people thought that the room you see in the teaser with 3 large cords going to a central hub is the power room in the original Transit, and I know that even more of you after watching many videos debunking this are going to be like, that's obviously not the same room, I knew all along that it wasn't. And to that I say, correct. It's definitely not the same room we see in the original Transit. However, I'm quite suspicious that it is a room in Transit. Now, if you played the original Transit, the only room that looks similar to the teaser is the power room. So what the heck are you talking about, Sam? Okay, I hear you. What I'm thinking is this. What actually gives the main generator in the original Transit power? What is the actual source? Maybe there are 3 main power cords, possibly on a level under the original power room, that connect to the bottom of the generator that we see in the original Transit. Oh wait. In the teaser, it looks like there are 3 suspicious cords leading all the way up to the ceiling. I wonder what those could be for. Is it possible that the room we see in the teaser is actually the room below the original power room? I mean, if you remember earlier, it was leaked that Transit was probably going to look a little bit different than the original version, so it stands to reason that we will probably get new playable areas within the map. What do you guys think? Could we be onto something here? Let me know your predictions in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video at all, please don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. If there's anything specific you guys want to see in the next video, please don't hesitate to leave that suggestion down in the comments section below. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.